So in this segment, we're going to be discussing the Tories getting picked up on, all of their failures kind of in this clip. And so this is great.
But Andrew, while Rishi Sunak has been running the country in one way or another, we've had record levels of taxation, recession, sluggish growth, painfully high levels of inflation, topping 11%, with food inflation reaching highs of 19%. Is that really an economic record you're going to fight an election on?
Well, we've come through this very difficult period. No one's making any bones about that, as I say.
So look at that, record levels of taxation, recession, sluggish growth, painful levels of high inflation, and him saying we've delivered.
It's really important we don't remove the context. We are at a position of security in Europe that no one's seen. No one's seen for a generation, really, since we'll go back in a few weeks' time, celebrate the sacrifice that people made at D-Day. Not since that period have we had that level of economic challenge and headwind. In that, we've nevertheless delivered. We've reduced inflation, which is
You haven't reduced inflation. You've reduced the rate of growth of inflation. You haven't reduced it because that would be deflation.
Cost of living is the cost of people's prices. The rate of growth has now...
But prices
reduced.
are still rising. They're just rising more slowly.
They're still rising, but the rate of growth has reduced back into the target level.
It's not at the target level. It's still slightly higher than the Bank of England target level.
For the Bank of England.
Yeah.
With a joint fastest growing economy in the G7.
I mean, we were doing the worst last year, so when you grow it, it makes the numbers deceptive. Like, we're doing well in one quarter and one quarter only. That's it. Like, you can't, you measure quarter to quarter for each country. Like, you can't just say, oh, in this quarter we're doing way better than everyone else, and then refuse to look at any other data points. That doesn't make sense. And that's why, this is all they have. This is one of the reasons I think they called the election, because they got some economic growth, and they're like, we need to run with it, because none of the other quarters are going to be that good, to be honest with you.
So we're in a pack of other similar like countries.
But that's the record that you're going to be fighting on.
Yeah, this is true, which is record levels of taxation, recession, sluggish growth, and painfully high levels of inflation. That's their record. And, what else do you have to fight? And they can talk about the mythological, Tory tax cuts and whatever, but that's not going to happen for a while because the economy's so cooked. But I'm glad, the more kind of journalists picking up the Tories on this kind of stuff. But I think she should have talked about, she should have responded to the points he made there, which were erroneous. But she did tackle the inflation one, so a little bit of credit there. But I think the ones on the GDP growth need to be tackled as well. But anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Support the channel on Patreon if you can. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one.